Hi there. This is the first of 3 videos where we're going to be talking about the concepts of markup, discount, and tax. All right. In this video, we are going to focus our efforts on taxes for right now. And so what I like to tell is the McDonald's story. And when I was young, McDonald's came out with this thing called the dollar menu. All right. So I see an ad for, I want to say the double cheeseburger at the time was $1. This is dating me, but the dollar menu at the time, you could get a double cheeseburger for $1. So I remember going to McDonald's and I bring $1 with me, all right, and nothing else. So I bring $1. And I go up to the counter and I buy a cheeseburger. And I have my dollar ready and I'm ready to buy the cheeseburger. And all of a sudden, I get a total cost of $1.07. Okay? And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, how come it's $1.07? And I was so young that I understood the concept of tax, but I didn't really understand, that I was going to have to pay the tax. And so the tax on this was 7 cents, okay? And so that's something that has always stuck with me, and that even though I think about something that has a certain cost, there will be a tax associated. So let's talk about what tax is. So in a simple term, tax is money paid to the government, all right? And so what I like to think about it is a portion of a total amount, all right, that then goes to the government, all right? And so that's a whole different conversation of like the types of taxes and, personal income tax, state taxes, federal taxes, all these little things are, people get whole college degrees on taxes, all right? But what we're concerned about in this case is going to be sales tax. And so that is the portion of the total amount that goes to a government. Now, what we think about, and to calculate sales tax, is by using the formula P times B is equal to A. All right, and in a previous video, I talk about finding percents of numbers. So, what this is that this is your percent, and this is as a decimal, as a number, all right? The B value here is your cost of an item, and then A is your tax. Okay, so like that McDonald's story, let's say that the sales tax rate in that case was 7%. All right, so 7% sales tax rate. And when we have a sales tax rate of 7%, I take 0.07, multiply it by $1, and that ends up giving us 0.07 cents. All right. Again, this is our tax rate, this is our cost, and this is our tax. So tax rate, the cost, and then the tax. Okay. And what you do, the goal is to find the total selling price. Okay. And the total selling price in this case would have been 0.07. All right. And this is the McDonald's hamburger. So that's my tax rate of $1 that this hamburger cost, plus the $1 that we have to spend, okay? So when we evaluate this, 0.07 times $1 is 0.07 cents, all right? And we add that to $1, and so our total selling price ends up being $1.07, okay? This is what the cash register does and figures out when you go and buy something. Okay, and so, what we want to do is do this by hand as a math exercise to understand percents. All right, so an example of this would be to find the selling price. All right, the original price of skis is $500, and the tax rate is 8%. So if you walk into a store and you see that the price of skis are $500, it's not going to cost you $500. It's going to cost you a little bit more because you have to pay 8% tax. So what we do to find the selling price, all right, so the selling price means that you want to take 0.08, which is 8% as a number, multiply that by 500, and then add 500 to that, and that's going to give you your final selling price. So for this situation, all right, the 8% of 500 is going to give you 40, all right, and this is your tax, all right. Add that to the price of the skis, which is $500, so this is price of the skis. All right, and then with tax, your selling price is going to be $540. All right, and so that's how you calculate the selling price of items, including tax. Please reach out if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.